I had to, I want a man that, if I were going to get into a relationship, it have to be a man that, if I have all the money, can pay all the bills, and I can work if I want to, or I don't have to work. It's never a mandate. Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. I had that with my first marriage, with the pastor. As I said, I worked since I was 15 and a half. And when I met Charlie, I was working at the bank. And next thing I know, they gonna let me go behind some bullshit. And so that that fucked me up. And I went home crying. I was crying so hard. Crying, just Charlie, they let me go today, Charlie. You know, I married as a teenager. I was 19. Anyway, they let me go, Charlie. Yo, and he just grabbed me, and I laid my hand on his chest. I was bawling. Man, I got this. I got this. He said, you don't have to worry about nothing. I got it. I got it. And immediately, the load was lifted. Do you hear me? I had that. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that, don't get it twisted. I should have stayed. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you real shit what happened in my early part of my marriage with the pastor, because we was together 25 years. All right? Anyway, he said that because he owned his own lawn business. Lawn Pride is what it was called. And he made good on that. And that's what he told me. He said, you don't have to work. He said, I got this. Well, that lifted the load. And because the load was lifted, then I was able to clear my mind and, okay, deal with the shit. And so I fought it. Took my bougie ass, called up there. I wanted an appointment with the head of personnel, right? And so before I come, he goes to talk to Joanne, half-breed, she was a supervisor over my supervisor, and to get the story, to get the scoop, to get all the evidence of whatever they said or whatever. When you know you ain't did shit, and you know they wrong, just like with my house situation. So, okay, Laura Smith at that time, Tuesday at 9 a.m. So I went up there, and when I tell you, because people tell me I have the gift of gab, I went up there and I was running my mouth and I was letting them know. I said, no. I said, now you said, and it is being said, and I said, now, show me exactly what you're talking about. He turned red. He said, listen. Okay, let me, and then he just had to just say, let me get back with you. And guess what? They gave me my job back. She was mad. One of my friends that worked still, I didn't go into her department, but one of my friends that was still in her department said she heard her talking to the other supervisors that were up under her in the office, and said she was saying things like, how dare her? She was just like, how dare her call up here? Like, it was unexpected. But nonetheless, he gave me my job back. But if Charlie hadn't relieved that pressure off of me, I think that things would have been different. But because the load was lifted, I was able to get in the get it done mode. Because when it comes down to finding a job, I've never struggled in doing that. Never. And I'm thankful for that. I'm not bragging, but I'm thankful for that. Got my job back. So there are men out there that understand that, you know. Women out there that haven't worked, don't need to work. Men out there that, I talked to this one customer, and he said, my wife, this white guy, I was talking to a customer. My wife doesn't work. She doesn't have to work. He said, matter of fact, he said, I give her an allowance. I told her, I said, now that's what I'm talking about. Now this is a business call, but you know, sometimes I get into having conversations with my customers. And then I said, well, you give her allowance. What you give her? He said, I give her $1,500 a month. He said, she do whatever she want to do with it. I don't care. That's what he said. I don't care. She do whatever she want to do. I don't care. You know, like that. That's the shit I'm talking about. You know, some people don't even need to be bragging of shit. That's the shit. Do that, you got some wherewithal to brag. Do that shit, you got some wherewithal to brag. But now, I'm not saying I wouldn't be back with the pastor, because what I've realized in life, everybody, they different. Motherfuckers different. They just different. They are just different. Did good. 7:20, so I will sign in at maybe. I like having that flexibility. This guy here, y'all see that little bitty house right there? He built that little bitty house many years ago. And I see him pull his truck up in there sometime. And I be like, what the Sam hell? And this many years ago, right? But I knew all of the rest of that land must have been his also, of course. And now, many years ago, and now it's fenced off, and now he has a foundation laid. They came out, they did the plumbing and all of that. That house just be big. But he built that little bitty house first. I hate my yard. See, I like when I don't know where the yard man must be on vacation or sick or something. He older. He might be sick. But anyway, trying not to call his ass. Lights on my dashboard in a minute. Now it says low tire. Gotta check that. But yeah, he's building in my house. So I'm dealing with this house situation with my house, where I own this lot where the 3-car garage is and the den. All this shit is mine, and I don't know a penny on it. And so it's connected to my other house that was awarded to me in the divorce. Motherfuckers try to take my shit. And so you always gotta have plan B. Plan A, leave me the fuck alone with my shit. The plan B, we split this. I'll split it. And take my lot and do just what that guy's doing right down there. And build me a house. And pay for it cash as it's coming up. And have zero balance when it's done. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Let me get in here.